Hey y'all, here's a video. I did a recipe for a soup, the pasta fagioli soup, and there's different variations of the recipe, but this is my version. Also, I forgot to put myself in the video, and I forgot at the end to show you the finished product and to show you that I added Parmesan cheese. You could buy it in a container at Walmart or anywhere and sprinkle it on there, and it is delicious. We eat it with breadsticks, but you can eat it with whatever kind of bread you want, so enjoy. And I use my Curtis Stone cookware. I had said in the video that I would be testing different recipes, so this is one of those. Enjoy. Hey y'all, I'm starting my soup. I'm starting with the meat. I have ground beef in there, probably about a pound of ground beef, and 2 packages of the Italian sausage. And I'm going to put some salt in there. Not too much, because I like to put it on as I go. And this is Italian seasoning. I like to put the Italian seasoning in. Of course, sometimes I get more on the stove than I do. It's kind of hard to hold the phone. I'm not used to this. So, and my oregano, I had already put in. I forgot that I already put it in. And some pepper. Alright. And I will add spices as I go, and also into the sauce. But, just to let you see that I have started to get more on the stove than I did into the pot. But that's it, and we're going to cover it and let it simmer and cook. There we go. We've covered it, and we're going to let it cook. I already have my celery chopped up and my onion. I used about 4 or 5 chopped up celery sticks, and I used 1 onion and a teeny small onion, chopped them up. The carrots, I'm really not crazy about carrots, so I don't like them mushy, so I got the shredded ones, and it just makes it easier for preparation. My beef and my Italian sausage is already cooked, so I'm going to boil the carrots and so forth for just a few minutes to get them a little bit tender, and then put the rest of the ingredients for the soup in. Alright, I have my celery and onions coming to a boil. They've been boiling for a few minutes, so we're going to turn them down because we want to add the other ingredients and we want it to cool off. So let's stir it a little bit just to give it a stir to mix them up good. You're supposed to put 3 cups of broth, but I forgot to get my broth out of the freezer, so I'm just going to use this celery broth, so it'll be just as good. We're going to put the ingredients in. These are, I forgot to show you until I'm not used to cooking and showing people, the dark red kidney beans. And we're going to, I've doubled the recipe because I need it so that I'll be able to make it last for a long time, and you can also freeze it. These are white kidney beans. You can also use northern beans. I think this particular recipe shows northern beans, but my original recipe when I first made it the first time said white kidney beans, so that's what I'm using. But both taste, you know, I really can't tell the difference because I'm not a bean connoisseur, so I don't know. Alright, let's stir that up a little bit. And I'll probably end up having to put half in here and half in my beef pan to make sure that I have enough room. But that's okay. I need to get me a real big pot to cook stuff in like this. But for now, this is what we're going to use. It'll just work. Alright. Now, you can use any tomato base sauce, any pasta sauce. I like 4 cheeses, so that's what we're going to use. But you can use anything that you want to use. Whatever your favorite is, or if you want to make homemade, that's great too. I'm not making homemade because this is what I call semi-homemade. Because I don't have enough time. My time is limited. So as I said, I use this 4 cheeses, but you can use either one you want. It doesn't really matter. All right. And I forgot we have diced tomatoes we need to put in, so let me get the canned diced tomatoes. All right. I have my diced tomatoes. I have these. This is what I had in the pantry, so that's what we're using. It'll make it a little bit spicy, and I'm not going to use all of these because this is a huge can, but we're going to use a few in there. And I am going to have to put it in the other pot. Let me find my... I'll put the recipe down, or I'll make a copy of the recipe and put it up here for when I get ready to give it to you, so you'll have the recipe. What it actually calls for, how many diced tomatoes. But I don't want to put too many because they are a little bit spicy maybe. But it'll be good. So, and we usually have it with breadsticks and pasta. We put this over the pasta. So, all right, let's let it cook. And I need to add the meat. All right, y'all, I did add the ground beef. I did have to put a little bit in a separate pot because it was just too much in one pot. So, we're going to stir this up, blend it so they can all marry together. It looks a little thick with the ground beef, but I assure you it will not be in the end by the time we put the two together. All right, and it is soup, so I'm not real big on soupy soup, but I will be adding broth in this and so forth as we eat it. Here's the other pot that I put it in to cook it. Also, I want to tell you, if you're a new cook, you know not to put the droppings from the beef and the sausage into your sink. You can put it into your can, so that way you don't have anything going down the sink to clog up your sink. You just set this to the side for a day or so, and it should congeal to where you could throw it away. I put it in a Walmart bag, double it, and put it into the trash can. But again, this is our soup. Sorry for the shadow, but the light is on and it's getting evening time. So, all right, I'll show you the finished product when we finish. Also, I forgot, I'm going to add seasoning. I'll put on the list. I will put on the list the seasonings that we need to use, and we will add those to it. All right, I did add the spices. I can't tell you how much of each because I was looking at my phone to the original recipe, so I can't tell you how much I added to each thing. I did add parsley flakes, dried parsley flakes. I put that in everything. I just love parsley flakes. But the other seasonings will be listed. And I did use thyme, basil, oregano, and Italian seasoning. So, but I'll let you know the exact amounts. All right, y'all. The mini bow tie noodles. I like the mini ones. We like it with our soup. I'm getting ready to put it in as soon as the water starts boiling. But I wanted to give you a heads up of what kind of noodles we use. They call for a different kind of noodles, which is fine. You can use any kind of noodles that you want. But me and my son, we just like these noodles. You can use regular bow tie noodles too, but the mini bow ties just seem to be perfect.